Tim Scott can't stop kissing the ring for Donald Trump, and it's starting to get a little sad, as he's now getting asked about Trump's repeated comments that Tim Scott is better for him than he is for himself, and he just goes, yeah, I am. It's just easier with Trump, and what comes off in just truly embarrassing fashion.
Senator Trump has said that that you campaign better for him than you do for yourself. Do you agree with that?
Well, I think that the whole concept of James 4:10, which I struggled with on the campaign trail, my campaign, we've had lots of conversations publicly and privately about the importance of how do you exalt yourself and promote yourself while remaining humble. I've struggled with that on the campaign trail. Now, having a conversation about the future of America and President Trump being that leader is very easy. There's no internal conversation about when are you doing too much self-promotion. So the truth of the matter is that I'm far better encouraging and being excited and motivated for President Trump than I was for myself.
Okay, you can't quote the Bible in defense of a man who is civilly liable for sexual assault. That's got to be a sin somewhere in there. The reasonable Tim Scott seems to have gone away and is hiding somewhere in a corner or a closet and has been replaced by this new version that has completely zero dignity, ready to just do the dance at a moment's call. And I wonder, truly, is this what he wants his legacy to be? All for a chance to be Trump's VP? Because what? That maybe gives him a better chance in 2028 to be president. It's all about career choices for him, and he'll keep his hand in Trump's pocket for 4 years for sure if it means he moves forward in the party. And with the stranglehold that Trump has on the party at the moment, the only way forward is through him. But it does lead to some truly embarrassing moments, just like this one, and where Tim Scott is 24/7 in audition mode, where he has to be ready to look like the prime VP candidate. I mean, for God's sake, he took a photo op-ed with his girlfriend proposing on the beach, set it all up to get these pictures, and then sent it to the Washington Journal or Washington Post or whatever it was to have it posted. That is the lengths this man will go to. Here he is when asked about Trump's comparison of his fraud charges to the killing of Alexei Navalny.
Senator, do you agree with Trump likening him having to pay his fine in the New York civil fraud trial to the killing of Alexei Navalny?
Yeah, I think the one thing we can get out of the judgment in New York is that every business person who fears for the future of their business because of the absolute oppressive nature of the courts in New York, they are now considering leaving the state. It is absolutely insane that you would see that kind of judgment coming out of it.
But what about the comparison to Alexei Navalny? What about specifically the comparison to Navalny?
Completely refusing to answer and then scurrying away as if his life depended on it. That's because, what Trump said was batshit crazy. There is no defense, and however much of a suck-up Tim Scott may be, he was not willing to bite that bullet. It's just a part of Trump's victim complex where he wants everyone around him to feel bad for him. I'm sure somewhere in his mind he has truly convinced himself that everyone really is against him. He's doing nothing, and totally, he's not just being held accountable for his actions. Navalny got killed for what he represented and the threat that he posed to Putin's authoritarian control. Trump is that authoritarian control, and he got caught doing illegal activity. Everyone wants to go after the billionaire and what they represent. Everyone blames corporations. They blame big money, big tech, big pharma. But now that we got one, we really got one. We caught him red-handed in the act of defrauding. It's 1,000 excuses, and there's never any consistency in the logic of the people doing these things. That's the worst part, the most obnoxious part. If you're going to be stupid, at least be consistent. They'll say, oh, there's no victim here, but Fani Willis needs charged for having sex. Who's the victim there? There's no victim here, but Hunter Biden, despite everything we've claimed being proven false, needs charges. And even if it were true, though, who would the victim be? And at the end of the day, this is part of how the rich get richer at the behest of the middle class, stealing money from the economy, affecting taxpayers, bending the rules and the system to their will so they benefit and others don't. The banks that then have to push the effects onto their lenders. It should be something that we can all get behind, for rich people who are just hoarding their wealth to be held accountable for the things they try to do to get richer. Sam Bankman-Fried, Trump. This just shows that these things aren't allowed to happen. These rich losers can't keep exploiting the system. But because this one says Trump on it, you'll have some people ready to jump through every mental hoop possible, do every bit of mental gymnastics possible, just to justify it. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.